Hi. So, I wanted to make a video about, just recently I got uh, this relic. Where's it at? Um, I don't remember which one it was. This one. It's the platinum badge, and the requirement is you have to finish the top four in the platinum league, the platinum tournament. So, um, this is not a guide, like on how to do my build, which is EHP. Pretty much, um, this is not a guide on that strategy. This is more how I did it, and I thought uh, I thought this might be helpful for people who are around or at my level who haven't completed uh, this milestone, uh, if you want to call it that. But you see that this relic gives you increased lab speed by 4%. So I think that there's no argument there. We all need lab speed. I mean that's just the name of the game. And I have heard that people are struggling to break past platinum, and I just thought this would be helpful. So I'm just gonna kind of go through what I did. Um, Now, I guess to start, since we're talking about lab speed and all that, um, I'll start with my labs. So for my labs, uh, one thing that I made sure I had a good uh, foundation on was my health stuff. So I got my health to 35. My health regen is at 35. And then I got my death wave health to 16, which is 900%. Now, I did find out that once you get into the, once you're in Platinum League and you try pushing higher than what I was, that the death wave health, having it that high, wasn't as beneficial. It's good for for your runs, like farming. You could stack up your death wave health multiplier pretty good. But in tournaments, I don't know how the scaling, I guess you could call it, works, where the enemy's damage just keeps ramping up. And anyways, I didn't even get to the full 900% uh, in the 1700 waves that I did. So that's something to consider. I don't think that death wave health is. Yeah, but anyways, that's besides the point. I'm just showing you what I did. So so another thing that I worked on was I got my attack speed to 40. And then I did a little bit of damage. So I got getting to 25 in all of these was pretty quick. It really didn't take me that long. You see, for the next level 26, it takes 20 hours. So getting to 25 and level 25 itself takes a little while, but it's really not that long. And then I also did damage per meter, but that one's not as high as my damage and my critical factor to 25. And you know, I do understand that, like, in your farming runs, people will tell you not to do damage like that. But the thing is in those farming runs, your damage really doesn't matter that much. But for this tournament, I think that it really helped me. It helped me get to the 1,700 waves that I ended up doing. And I got second place, if you want to know my placement. So, okay, so I talked about the labs and kind of where my foundation lied with my health regen. I don't have wall. I'm not using wall. But I guess the next thing to kind of talk about is my setup, my modules setup. So what I used was I had enough to do this and make it legendary. So what I did was, but I made the only stat that I rolled on it was enemy attack level skip. So I had a legendary stat attack level skip, and then I did this, and I ran with that one, and then everything else is just pretty much the same. Now I do have a mythic wormhole redirector, but and I left it at the same level. I haven't leveled it up. You see, I could put a level into it, so I haven't. So this is about or around the same level that I had, and I think that if you put a legendary, like say you have a legendary one. Oh, I don't have a legendary to. Um, yeah. Okay. This okay. So even an epic plus goes up to 80. So I'm only one more level from epic plus. So that means if you do have a legendary one, you could probably get away with it. So and then I had this being annihilator, and these are the stats that I had on that. And then if you want to look at the stats of my multiverse nexus, that's what I got. So that's pretty much what I used to do it. Now, this is where the video gets a little bit spicy. Let's go uh to my workshop here, and make sure to be looking out for my progress video that I'm gonna make on the 6th, around or about or around the 6th of every month. I'm gonna try to do a 3,000 gem pool uh, on that video, and I'm also gonna go into the details of my tower just a little bit more, which is kind of like this video in a way now that I'm thinking about it, but I'm still gonna do it. But yeah, just to kind of go into some more details about exactly what I'm. Oh, let's go back to the workshop. So yeah. So anyways, I'm getting distracted here. Did I have a gem? Okay, there we go. Now this is where it gets spicy. So buckle up, okay? I put points into my damage. I made it 5,000. I mean, call me crazy, man, but I think this really, really helped me. You know, because like I said, I established my health and health regen What you should do first, I mean, I'm not saying don't do health and health regen, but when you get to this high, I have 5,000 in health and 5,000 in health regen. My defense absolute isn't that great. I'm thinking about bumping that up, but right now I'm doing enhancement stuff. But anyway, oh yeah, if you want to see my enhancements, let me see. I have my health and health regen are at this point in my enhancements. So I mean, it's just not too high, but I did do a couple of clicks into that, and that does kind of go with helping me get past this milestone. Um, I did that. Now, my cards. This is kind of the setup that I've been using for tournaments. So I'll just kind of go slow here. Um, I didn't have the opportunity in run to ever take the cash card out. I still needed it all the way to the end. I just kept clicking, and I'll kind of show you a little bit of the strategy that I did, but well, how I started the run and all that. And so I just kind of go slow here so you can look at my cards. Now, now the energy net, we had a battle condition where it was plasma cannon resistance. So usually instead of that, I put that. If that burn isn't on. So that's what I usually use. But if that plasma cannon resistance is off, I take that off and I put the energy net in there for that. But so for this last tournament in particular, I did have this on, you know, and then sometimes I use this, but to me, either this one or the plasma cannon outperforms the other one uh, when it comes to bosses and stuff. But for all like the little enemies, the and oh, not the elites uh, don't get affected by the plasma cannon. I don't think. But the but for the tanks and for the little enemies, sometimes I do run this. So I switch it around between those three. That's kind of like my flex slot. I just wanted to mention that, you know. So let me go over this little trick that I do at the beginning. What I do is I take the extra orbs card out and I put the range card in. Now I did hear some advice. This is just a extra tip. This is not what I did. But the advice that I heard was, instead of this, you do something like this, or you just put whatever card in there, and then you don't wave skip the first, uh, you know, however many waves, so you could stack up your death wave health multiplier. So that's something that I might try. I don't know if I'm really saying that right, but um, I don't know if this is gonna go into anywhere. But I think that somebody might help me put this in a written form, and I guess I'll just say it. But I think J Plays might do something with this. If not, I'll be putting this in his Discord and in Spartan's Discord, this video, so you could just look at it from there if you want to rewatch it again or something. Or I really don't know what they're plan what Jay Plays is planning on doing, but he did have a good idea. He said I should make a video sharing how I did this, and thank you, Jay Plays. I'm doing that, buddy. But anyway, I'm getting distracted again, so let's go back to what I was doing. Let me show you the strat here. So I took the extra orbs card out and I put the range card in. And so then I started the tournament. Let's pretend I'm starting the tournament here. Okay? and it's going, and whenever my death wave hits, which is a couple of seconds from now, hopefully. I just need another recovery package chance. Come on, baby. Speeds me up when I get that. I don't have my G comp on. Dang, that's why. Alright, it's okay. We have 40 seconds. 30. 20. Come on. Come on. Go. Alright, here we go. There it is. So, what I do is I take the range card out and I just put the extra orbs card back in. And then return to game. And you see how my orbs are on the inside? So now everything is hitting my my red ring of death. Yeah, y'all remember the old Xbox, how I used to get the red ring of death? I remember switching to PlayStation when I was just a little kid, man. I was like, Mom, we got to get rid of this Xbox, dude. It keeps getting the red ring of death. But anyways, so it has the red ring of death, and I'm stacking up my death wave health multiplier. So they said to do this, and you press this, and see at the bottom it says bonus from death wave health. That's how you look at that, and it's stacking up. So all the enemies are hitting it, and then you see it went from 1.04 to 1.06. And somebody taught me about percentages the other day, so it went up 2%. So yeah, that's kind of the strategy that I used. And like I said, the next tournament, I will consider taking this out and doing that for a while and just letting it stack up, because whenever you skip a wave in the tournament or whatever, or once you get to a certain point it starts heating up or something. I don't know what the reason why somebody said to do that was. But I'm going to try it, I mean, there's nothing wrong with trying it. And so yeah, that's what I did. I don't think I'm leaving anything out really. I talked about my labs. I talked about my cards. I talked about my modules, and I talked about the kind of the strategy here at the beginning. And that's what I did. And I got to wave 1700. Second place. Let's see, they taught me how to do that too. Let me see. You go to this. I think you go here. There we go. Right there. 1764. And I finished second place. And I got some nice stones out of it. But I convinced my dad to let me buy a stone pack. So I got a stone pack, so that's why I have 940. But I had 140 or something like that. 120 maybe from the tournament. How much did I get? So for platinum, rank 2, 140 stones. I got 140 stones and I got my relic. And so that's the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And happy idling. Bye.